are for the first match of the group stage of the Europa League. We get the one of the hardest games out of the way right off the bat. We start against Besiktas, the home game against Besiktas. Of course, them being the first seeds and also looking at the other teams, I think Besiktas are the toughest team that are in there. They play also very physical, just like CSKA Moscow and just like us as well. So it should be a fun match, should be good. We had some games in between. Let's check them out. We beat FCU Craiova 1-0 away from home. I would have loved that score to be a little bit higher because they shouldn't be that tough to beat. And then we beat Gloria Bujau 4-0 at home. So even though we're not playing out of our skin as of yet, we aren't conceding a lot of goals in the league. The last 3 games, we didn't concede a single goal, and as a matter of fact, in the entire league, where are we? We are 5th, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've only conceded 5 goals in 9 games, so that's pretty good. I could have just checked it right there as well. But we've only conceded 5 goals. We scored 17, so that's a very good record. But let's get straight into the game against Besiktas. As I said, it's going to be a tough one. This is going to be the team for today. Labrovic, Ferrero, Kolbas, Lupu, Malasia, Pinter, Owaida, Memela, Tumescu, Shelaru, and Lambulic. And then, of course, a very strong bench as well. So let's get straight into it. I'm excited for it. Cluj, the other Romanian team in this competition, are playing at the same time, so we can check out their scores as well, which I always like to do. So should be fun. Let's get into it. There we go. The first game ever for us in a Europa League group stage. Of course, last year we made it to the Champions League group stage. This is the first time ever that we make it to the Europa League group stage. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully we'll get out of it. Hopefully we'll progress to the next round. Just like we did last year, make it to the first knockout round of the Europa League. So hopefully we can start out with a win. We do have the ball here. Kolbas with the ball forward to Pinter. Almost loses it, but just picks it up again. Past one opponent, passes it to Shelaru, and he hit it just over the bar. Hit the roof of the net as well, going out of play. We get a throw in for Ferrero to throw to Owaida. Owaida tries to go for a cross, but of course that's blocked when a player is standing directly against you. Ferrero picks up the loose ball, though plays it to Memela. Switches the play to the left side. Tomescu with a good cross. Shelaru hit the crossbar this time. 2 very good chances to start off with. So this is a very positive start from us. A very good sign of what's to come, hopefully. Malasia with the ball on the left side. Plays it back to Lupu. Could switch the play. He does so to Pinter. A great pass from Lupu. Sadly, the cross from Pinter is headed away. Lupu picks it up again. This time his pass gets intercepted, but they head it down to Malasia, and his pass intercepted again, headed down, and then another time, and this time Besiktas can start up their own attack after heading the ball down 3 times after a long ball tried by us. Enes Unal, and that's 1-0. Oh my god. I should have seen it coming as well. We tried the same pass 3 times over and over again, and every single time they headed it down, and the 3rd time, well, for them, 3rd time is a charm, for us it isn't. So we're trailing, and we have our work cut out for us. We know what to do, and Sabertalo are leading against Celtic. Tomescu now with the shot, but it's over and wide. But yeah, Sabertalo are leading against Celtic. Did not expect to see that. Let's see, where are they? It's 1-0, and Celtic missed a penalty as well. Cluj are trailing against Dinamo Zagreb, so both Romanian teams are not really doing their job, us included, of course. But we have the entire second half to change that, and hopefully we can. But Besiktas do get the corner here. A good cross, but it's headed away. Enes Unal picks it up though. Memela picks it off of him, but back to Unal, and he passes it to Dogokan, to Bernard, Sertoc, and Hasic with a lot of space. Switches the play to the right side to Guven, who plays it back to Dorikan, back to Guven again, but Malasia takes the ball off him, and we can build out from the back, but we choose to go long immediately. Lambulic is one-on-one with the keeper. Lambulic and a good save by Ramirez, and still 1-0 to Besiktas, but it is a corner kick. Let's see what we can make from that corner. Memela to take it. A good cross again, but headed away. Kolbas goes for it, but it's over the bar. So, still trailing. Let's keep it like this for just a second. Let's make a substitution though. Let's get Tomescu off of there for Castillo and see what he can do in the second half for us in the final 30 minutes. Lupo with a free kick takes it short to Malasia, to Memela, Tomescu with a little bit of space on the left side. He plays him in as well, Tomescu, and there's the 1-0, and that means that I'm not going to sub him off because he just scored. Alright, so very happy with that. A good pass by, I think it was Memela, and a good finish as well. I thought for a second he was going to be offside. Luckily he wasn't. Owaida isn't playing that good, so let's get him off and let's get Kolbas off for Bogdanovic and see what they can do for us. And of course, if needed, in just a couple of minutes, we can make one more sub as well. Maybe a different striker, maybe get Lambulic off. I was going to say for Demchenko, but Demchenko isn't on the bench, so let's not do that. Pinter is tired though, so let's get him off for Gerge. I still don't really know how to pronounce his name, but he's going to get the final 15 minutes for us. Let's see what he can do in those minutes. Let's go more attacking as well, because we do want to get the win at home against Besiktas. As I said, this is probably one of the toughest games, except for maybe the away game against them. Only injury time left. A 1-1 draw wouldn't be too bad, but I would love to get the win here. But it looks like Besiktas get the last chance, unless Shelaru can do something here. Ferrero to Bogdanovic, plays the long ball to Gerge, the sub, on right wing. Could he put in a cross? He tries to go past one opponent, he can't, but Lambulic lays it off to Memela, and there's the 2-1, deep in injury time. A great cross by, I think it was Gerge to Lambulic, who lays it off perfectly. I mean, the vision and the composure by Lambulic to not go for that himself, and it gives us the 3 points in the end. Very happy with that. Cluj do lose out in the end, but we get the win. That's the most important thing for us, and a good win against a tough opposition. Very happy with those 3 points in the group stage, of course, and another €500,000. So I'll see you guys in just a second after the 2 games against Gosmeton, one in the cup and one in the league, for the away game against Celtic in Scotland. So I'll see you in a second. And we're back for the second game, an away game against Celtic in Scotland. We faced Gosmeton twice after the last game. Conclusion: we don't like Gosmeton. They knocked us out of the cup, so that's year 6 in a row, I believe, or maybe even more, that we got knocked out in the first round that we play in. So I hate that, because I love getting a cup run, and getting knocked out in the first round every single year is so frustrating. And after that, we drew against them in the league. We actually took the lead, and then they equalized quarter of an hour later. So yeah, we're still in 5th. We do have a game in hand on some of the teams around us, though not every team, but some of the teams. So we're not in too bad of a position. We're close to the teams above us. So yeah, we're not doing too badly, but we should be doing a little bit better. It was our first draw as well of the entire year, so I guess you could say that's an improvement from losing every away game, but it's still not good enough. So let's just get straight into the game against Celtic, another away game. So we know that we're not that dangerous when it comes to away games, but as I said, we beat them earlier in the year, right? Or am I mistaken? Was that last year? Did we beat them last year? Oh, we actually lost to them last year. Alright, so they were the team that we faced in the first knockout round last season, and this time we faced them in the group stage. We drew against them at home and lost 4-1 away from home. So it's going to be a tough game. This is the starting 11. Labrovic, Ferrero, Kolbas, Lupu, Kulda making his European debut. Pinter, Owaida, Memela, Tomescu, Shilaru, and Lambulic. Those are the 11 names that are going to start for us. Of course, the team is a little bit different than last season, so you never know what we can do against Celtic this time around. Hopefully we're going to get a better result than last time we played in Scotland against them, losing 4-1. Hopefully we can do better than that result, but we'll see. Here we go. The game is underway. Let's see what we can do against Celtic in Glasgow. I'm very nervous, actually. I mean, we beat Besiktas at home, who, in my opinion, are the hardest team in this group, but Celtic are no pushovers themselves. We saw last season that they were very tough opposition. So let's see, Connell with a throw into Christie. Back to Connell to Henderson in the middle of the field. He goes for it, and that's already 1-0 after only 20 minutes. And that drops us down to second place in the group. And that's not a good start at all. Every team on 3 points now as it stands. Hopefully we can turn this around, but Celtic get a free kick only 4 minutes later. Ryan Christie to take it. It's a good cross, and that could have easily been the 2-0, but luckily it's not. Christie again, this time booted away by Kolbas and away to safety. So O'Connor picks up the loose ball, brings it back to Carey, and they set up another attack. McGinn switches the play to Johnston to the left side to Henderson, back to Johnston, Alvarado, and that's 2-0. So they scored twice inside 4 minutes. Not a good start at all. Don't really know what to change about the tactic. We drop down to third even. Celtic overtake us there because they have a better goal difference. Connell with a free kick. And it's just tipped over the bar by Lavrovic. A great save, a great free kick as well. Celtic get a corner kick from that. Ryan Christie to take it, headed further towards the goal, but wide of the post. So still 2-0, but 2-0 isn't good enough for us. I want to get at least a point from this, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen when you look at how the game's going now. I mean, having lost 4-1 to them last time we faced them, you know, I actually don't know what I should have expected from this game then. And now we even dropped down to fourth because Saburtalo actually scored a goal against Besiktas. But Besiktas scored again, so that should move us back up to third. But that's not the most important thing right now. The most important thing is that we try to get back into this game. But Alvarado is in on goal, and that should be the 3-0. But a great save by Labrovic. Alvarado plays it back to Johnston, tries to go for a cross, but it's blocked. Now we get a free kick. Ferrero plays a through ball to Pinter. Could go for the cross. He should. Shilaru, but it's over the bar. It should have been at least on target. Don't really know how he missed that so badly. And I expect to see a much better performance in the second half. As I said, we should be doing much better. We get a throw in here. Kulda to take it. He throws it to Memela. Back to Kulda. Somebody please put in a cross. He does so. Shilaru, but again over the bar. Again, should have at least been on target. I don't know how he keeps missing these chances from so close to the goal. Maybe we get another chance here. Pinter with the ball to Owaida. Back to Ferrero, who plays it to Kolbas. Could go to Owaida. He does so. Who plays it to Memela with a through ball to Shilaru, but it's headed down. Back to Memela. Memela could go for it, but it's wide of the post. And again, nobody in front of him. Should have at least been on target. Our players are just not turning up today. Let's get Shilaru out of there for Bermejo. And let's get Memela out of there for Stefan. And Tomescu for Gerge. I mean, I know it's risky to do 3 subs at once, but we're not playing good enough and we should be doing better, so we have to change something. Maybe, it looks like Celtic are getting another chance though, but we work the ball away. But Lambulic can't seem to get a touch on that, and Celtic can build out from the back again. Samuel with the ball to McGinn. McGinn could go for the long ball. He plays it short to Henderson. Back to McGinn. Nobody is taking him on. McGinn now with all the time in the world to pick out Dembele, who heads it down to Christie, but Christie's pass gets intercepted by Gerge, who could go on a run, but he loses it to O'Connor after a few seconds of just not watching where the opponent is. Should have done better there. Celtic now with a corner kick. Connell to take it. What's going to happen? We head it away. Kolbas heads it down. Back to McGinn. To Connell on the left side. Another cross, but it's blocked this time, and they get a throw in. It's already the 65th minute. As I said, we should be doing better. Let's go more attacking because I at least want to get 1 goal or at least some more chances against this team because, I mean, they might be better than us, but we should at least get a chance. And we get an injury there for Bermejo and 2 yellow cards in the space of 1 minute. But of course, we don't have any subs left, so we're gonna play with 10 men for the final 15 minutes. Gary plays it to O'Connor, to McGinn in the midfield, plays it to Samuel, who switches the play to Henderson, through ball to Neil, a great through ball, should have been 3, but he misses the goal, still 2-0. But it's not going to be enough for us this game. Labrovic with a long goal kick gets headed down by Owaida to Lambulic. Could play a through ball to Pinter. He does, but is misplaced, and Pinter looked to be offside. He is not. Owaida, and that's actually a goal. We actually scored in the 80th minute. Who knows what's going to happen in the final 10? Look at this. We get 2 yellow cards and an injury in the space of 2 minutes, and then a goal just 3 minutes later. Maybe we can get an equalizer in the final 10 minutes here, but Celtic are on the attack. Henderson goes past Pinter, plays to Alchinson, I think. McGinn now with the ball, back out wide with a good cross, but nobody can get a touch to it. And Jerry might set up a counter here. Long ball forward to Lambulic, who is in on goal right now. 1-1 with the keeper. Lambulic, and that's 2-2. Matija Lambulic in the 83rd minute with the equalizer. And that puts us back into first place with 4 points on the board right now. If it stays like this, maybe, just maybe, we can even get a winner here. 87th minute. There is a chance, but for who is it gonna be? Ferreira with the throw and throws it long, but Samuel intercepts it. Heads it down to McGregor with a beautiful through ball to Henderson. Henderson 1-1 with Labrovic, but Labrovic comes out as winner and makes it a corner kick for Celtic. Who's going to take it? Alvarado is going to take it, the goal scorer. And Neil with a good header, but Labrovic tips it over the bar. Another corner kick, again Alvarado to take it. This time another good header, but it's over the bar. And we get a goal kick, and we get a little bit of breathing room as well. Only injury time left. A 2-2 draw away from home would actually be a good result. And there is the full-time whistle. We get the 2-2 draw. I am actually happy with that. I mean, having lost 4-1 against them last season, to get that to a 2-2 draw in Glasgow, I mean, that's a great improvement. They did have 24 shots and we had 12, but still a great improvement from the last time we faced them. So very happy with that. Also, Pinter injured for 2 days, but he should be back for the next game. So that's gonna be it for this episode. Of course, as you know, next episode is gonna be the next 2 games in the Europa League. So the away game against Tubertalo and the home game against Sabertalo, and the home game against Sabertalo. So looking forward to that. Maybe we can actually already cement our place in top spot in the group and maybe already qualify for the next round as well. So that should be 2 good matches. I'll see you then. For now, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe as well if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.